Hey, what's up everyone? Justin here, founder of FilmFights.com for the latest Film Fights TV. This time around, we're getting scary with some urban legends.
Film Fights TV. We set the rules, you make the films, you decide the winner.
So first of all, I want to let you guys know about a new app that just came out. It's called Holiday Time Machine, and just like my previous app, Video Time Machine, we took 2,500 videos from YouTube that were holiday TV specials, holiday commercials, local holiday commercials, all kinds of stuff like that. And we put them all into this great little app package for you guys to check out. It's 99 cents. I would personally love if you check it out. If you get it, comment in the comment section below, and we will give you mad props because we worked very hard on this and we're excited about people checking it out. All right. Plug over. Let's get to Film Fights TV. We had a great film fight. The theme was urban legend. The time limit was no longer than 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and we wanted you guys to make a film about an urban legend. We got 4 great heavyweights for you. All the links to these full films are available in the description below, so make sure you check them out. Give these guys some views. They deserve it. Or you can watch them all on FilmFights.com. Our first heavyweight is from Awesome Sauce Studios, and it's called Hobo with a Hook. Here's what I liked about this film. You have good-looking actors. In horror movies, you always have a certain type of actor, and this is the scary horror theme, so they totally look like they fit. Looks like maybe you guys did this day for night. Regardless, it was dark, almost too dark, but still we were able to see enough where it gave some good ambiance to the scene, which I totally dug. Now here are some things to work on. One thing that always bugs me is when people have something like a radio going on in the background and they just dub over the audio.
The coast over the last couple of weeks.
This place is creepy.
And it just sounds like so fake and weird. I always like when people actually play it through some speaker systems, even if it's in your house, or even better yet, play it while you're there on set, grab the audio and put that over the rest of the film. I was kind of confused by that POV shot that just kind of was thrown in there at the last second.
Let's go.
I was like, it threw me off. And the most weird thing about this is that your hobo at the end totally didn't look like a hobo. I think a good twist for this would have been if the fake hobo with a hook showed up and it was like, oh, my friend's here to scare us, oh, ha ha ha. And then the real hobo with the hook showed up and it actually was like a menacing hook. Like you can do a lot with sound effects with swishes and little metal clanks and stuff like that to make it actually seem like a threatening thing, and this just seems silly in the end. Our second heavyweight was from Zone 4 Productions, and it was called Count. Here's what I liked about this film. Totally creepy story. I thought originally this was gonna be some kind of a play on the Count from Sesame Street, but no, it was not anything like that. I like the acting from the girl with the short hair, and you had a very attention-grabbing opening series of shots, which always works. Now here's some stuff you could work on. Color correction seemed a little yellowy throughout and changed a lot. Maybe you were using different types of light. Sometimes that can screw it up. I don't think that a bright yellowy look is what you want for this. You want something that's a little more cold, maybe a little more spooky. It seemed a little bit heavy on dialogue, even though I get, the payoff at the end. I wish there could have been something that was intercut in there so it was a little bit more compelling to watch as the story was being told. Now at the end when it's supposed to be scary, she's looking at her hand and the blood is like so watery. It doesn't look like blood. It looks like she spilled some Kool-Aid or something on her hand. Even like ketchup or something like that would work better. And fake blood's pretty easy to find at your local Halloween store or whatever. I also wasn't a fan of the staticky stuff happening. If it was a theme throughout or it was a security camera or something like that, that's fine. I would have loved to see that removed, or there's a lot of ways where you can sort of show something but not really show it, with lighting and just with the other ways of editing. The Count's dialogue at the end, though, does sound super creepy.
566. Oh God.
Overall, film was good. I like the creepy idea. I love the story, but some things it could have fixed up. Our third heavyweight was called The Mourning by AMK Entertainment. So here's what I liked about it. First of all, your ending was great. You had great fake blood. It was totally creepy. The voices were creepy. There was a lot of scary stuff in there where you really went the extra mile. The bed was covered in blood. It just looked like a totally gruesome scene, which I would have loved to see in the previous entry as well. You guys did a great job of going over the top with all that scary stuff. Some things to work on. The acting in this was really bad.
I think I'm getting sick.
Oh no, do you want me to get you anything to help make you feel better?
Most of it was just very, very stiff, very unconvincing. I understand if you're working with amateur actors, it can be tricky to get a good performance out of them because they're just not used to acting. There were some moments in here that felt very natural. It seemed like when they were doing more improv-y type stuff that it works. So my suggestion to you is just set up the general scene, say this is what's supposed to happen, here's where we start, here's where we end, and let your actors just make the dialogue up themselves. It's really not a situation that no one's ever been in before, and it's something where they can easily just playing themselves make it up and not have it seem like they're just reading lines when the lines essentially don't really matter. You're just trying to set up the sequence of events. These kind of movies do have bad acting in them. It does happen, and I love the way you finished it really big, so kudos on that, guys. Our fourth heavyweight was the Bunnyman from Tally-Ho Productions. I love the opening shot to this.
Come on, tell it.
It's just a great shot. It's right in your face. It gets your attention. That's so important, especially with online content. I also really like the lighting. Even though it did seem a little bit unnatural, it was lit well. Your colors were very vibrant. Everyone looked great in the shots. The nice, safe, bright room is a good contrast to the more gritty, handheld, night vision-y stuff that you include as they're telling the story. That being said, though, the two things didn't really work well in conjunction with each other. It didn't seem like a memory. It did seem more like a video clip. I think if it was done something like, hey, we have this tape we made when we went to this place, and let's all creep each other out by watching it at this slumber party, wouldn't that be fun? And then it's something that like actually happened. That would make more sense in the story and make the payoff at the end seem like it's more real. Jumping between the two, it didn't really work for me. Shot at the end though was super creative and very spooky. I love the character standing outside the window. All right, so those are our heavyweights. I hope you guys checked them out beforehand because I totally spoiled them all for you if you didn't. So my favorite film of the fight, even though the acting was not great, The Mourning did a great job of having a totally gruesome finale. Congratulations to AMK Entertainment. Welcome to Film Fights. You guys did a great job. Oh, I'm so proud of you. I just want to hug you up. That's it for Film Fights TV. Remember, check out our Film Fights Facebook page. If you guys have production photos that you want on our Facebook page, it's easy. Just send them in to us. Tyler's doing a great job over at our Facebook page, so get involved with that. Check it out, like it, and all that jazz. Our next fight is a holiday video haiku. What's a video haiku? It's very simple. It's a 3-shot film. The first shot is 5 seconds, the second shot is 7 seconds, and the last shot is 5 seconds, and it's a holiday themed video. You have a 17-second film at the end, well, 20 seconds with the Film Fights intro. They're super easy to make, and it's a great format for Film Fights. We've always had a great time doing these before. So get your entries, get them in your brain, start thinking about them, and send them in by December 19th. Film Fights!